All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Disrespected Fathers podcast. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button. We had a pretty good show yesterday, and I'm proud of that. We just got to get the likes and the comments up. Um, I keep beating a dead horse on a lot of these things. And here, let me go get the mic away from my mouth. I keep beating a dead horse up on a lot of these things. We are running out of children, ladies and gentlemen. We're running out of kids, and it's starting to be a scary place for us as a community. As I've stated earlier, um, in some of the other broadcasts, uh, we are only 48 million deep. That's not a lot. According to them, we're only 48 million deep. And that's not a lot when they say we are the minority as far as the population goes. So that's gonna bring me right into, hey, if you haven't subscribed or hit the notification button or like the video, I'll go ahead and do that right now so we can go ahead and get our weight up a little bit. So what you have on the screen, I think this show is like not show. I think this case is like a little over 6 years old, or just right at 6 years ago, where three teens in Georgia broke into a man's house and tried to rob him. I seen the videos. I seen all the comments and everything that goes with this case, and this is this is the disturbing part of it. The family wants to sue, or wanted to sue, the homeowner for killing somebody that was about to kill him. I don't I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, we're gonna listen to a little audio of what happened when the kids broke into this man's house. Let's look. Let's find it. There we go. Turn up the audio a little bit.
A Georgia homeowner shoots three teenagers who were breaking into his house. The three teenagers, Isaiah Reed, 16, Jaime Hernandez, 15, and Brandon Gresham, 15, wore masks and attempted to force their way into the home around 4 a.m. Despite a clear sign at the door that read, "No trespassers," the homeowner quickly took countermeasures to protect himself, opening fire. All three were struck and later died at the hospital. After the incident, the parents of the teens demanded that the homeowner be prosecuted, arguing that he had taken the lives of their sons and that his response was excessive. The case reignited heated debates over self-defense and stand your ground laws in America, raising the question, where should the line be drawn between protection and excessive force?
Now, I don't know about y'all, and we covered this on a show yesterday, to where a young lady, young baby, was killed in Goldsboro, North Carolina, uh, age 13. I think it was Miss Jalea Toon. Bless her heart, rest her soul. Um, uh, it's hard to say rest her soul when she should be here. You know what I mean? And getting back on this right here. Uh, you heard the people say uh, that the family is upset because they took their sons away. If you watch this video, if you watch the video of this, you'll see these all three of them were armed. in trying to break into this man's house where his mother lives. His mother lived there. It looked to me as if this man was a good man. It looks to me this man is a good man because he's here with us. It looked to me as though he um, loved his mother, and from all accounts through the community, they're saying the same thing. Why are we mad at the homeowner for defending himself? This is stupid. And I'm gonna put another slide up right quick and show you a little more, and we'll talk about the lack of discipline that we have in the black community as far as dealing with our kids. I'm gonna put this slide up of the gentleman that you're about to hear speak now. It's Mr. Jenkins. I think he's running for city council there.
Around 4:02 this morning.
Okay. I want you to hear what he says. I agree with him about 85%, but I disagree with him on the other 15% because he's definitely not looking at the whole side. He's looking at about 85% of it, but that other 15% could have got the man killed, could have got the homeowner killed. Let's go.
Watching television, and I heard some light shooting, and then I heard loud shooting that followed the light shooting. I began to hit the floor because it occurred. It sounded as if it was right outside my house, but it was a few yards further back. I ran to this side of my house to make sure that my wife was okay. Upon finding out that she was fine, I heard a guy yelling for help. Help me, help me. I'm dying, help me, help me. I looked out my window and he was laying right here on my lawn. That's his shoe right over there. I did not come outside. I immediately called 911.
Let's go up a little bit because I want to get to the part where he said this is somebody's child.
As a county, what are we not doing as a county when it comes to investing in these young men? If we can introduce a $140 million referendum to expand the courthouse, but yet we can't find any money to create prevention programs for these young kids, that's what's happening. And if we don't do that, what we've seen today is going to be is a microcosm of what's going to happen later on in Rockdale County, and I'm afraid of that.
What do you think these three young men were doing in the neighborhood?
Well, from what I gather, because I know my neighbor, and he's a good fella. He's a real good fella. We've done a lot of things together. I know he's very protective of his mother. So he may have felt that there was a level of suspicion in which these young people were trying to break in his house. He lives with his mother. He's a truck driver. Guy makes an honest living. He's seldom here. Sometimes once every.
Okay. Here's the part that's disturbing to me. This is what's disturbing me. Why in the world would they just automatically target this man's home with this man's elderly mother living with him? Why would they target her and pull guns on her? Were they not expecting him to be there? It doesn't really matter. It don't. But what does matter is how did they get that emboldened to break in somebody's house, especially in your community, which is a black community's homeowner? I don't get it. I don't get it. We can say what we want, and I'm gonna continue listening to the video or the audio. I'm sorry, but this this guy is 85% right, but the 15% part could have gotten this man this man and his mother killed. So I agree with him for the most part, but I don't agree with him saying this was somebody's child, this was somebody's son, this was somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's nephew. Did they take that into consideration when they were out there home invading and attempting to kill? Because they fired guns, they fired shots back. They fired shots back. I let's continue.
Once a month or just on weekends or what have you. But they'll always stop by or blow the horn and let me know that he's in town. And so perhaps he's seen at 4 o'clock in the morning a bunch of guys hanging around his house. Now, of course, anyone will look at that as being suspicious. And not only that, this guy had a mask on. So I later found out that the other ones had a mask on as well. So in my view, their intent was to harm someone, either robbing them or even killing them. Right? So I don't know. I'm being presumptuous. So, but I will tell you that when I heard the loud sound, I knew that was an AR. I knew it was because I've heard the gun sound before, and I then associated that with him because I knew that there was a gun like that up around his premises to protect his mother. And so I later found out that yes, when I seen the officer walk by holding the gun in his hand, I was absolutely correct that it was an AR.
It was a homeowner's AR.
Yes, that's from what I gather. Yes.
So the first round of gunshots you heard was maybe from the young man.
Yes. Yes.
And then
I don't know where they came from, but they were. It sounded like they were small, pat, 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 and then I heard boom, 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 like that. Right. And so I then knew that there was a major shootout going on in the neighborhood, and of course, my thinking was, "Oh, go make sure my wife is okay."
what was going through your mind when you saw this man laid out on your
I was extremely bothered by that. There's a young man laying on my lawn with a bullet in his chest. I was bothered by that. My father was murdered when I was 12 years old. And I lost a young fella in my youth diversion program in Connecticut who was shot 3 times in the background, resuscitation. And he died in my arms around the same age as this young kid. And so I was bothered by that. There's a young kid laying dead on my lawn. And so for anyone to imagine seeing someone who was just shot laying on your lawn, that's what bothers me. And I'm torn up behind that. But I know that we must address this here in Rockdale County. And if we don't address this in Rockdale County will certainly die.
Well, honestly, I just think your county is already pretty much deceased. If kids are running inside of law-abiding citizens' homes with guns, with attempted harm and hate in their heart, not caring that this man's elderly mother was there. I don't get the I don't get it. Well, I was looking at some of the comments in on this story, and we got another one to get to right quick. I was looking at some of the comments in the story, and I was disturbed at what the parents were saying. I was disturbed at um, some of the family members were saying about this, about he shouldn't have uh, he shouldn't have killed them. That's not how this is supposed to go. I mean, bro, how is it supposed to go? How's it supposed to go? Just
there
look.
was a gunfire. And after I heard the gunfire, I got up to go and canvass my house, make sure everybody was okay, because I didn't know if I was dreaming initially until I heard a second round of it go off. And then shortly after that, maybe a couple minutes, I could hear somebody screaming for help. Which again, I didn't.
Yeah, I can't find that one audio of it, but
Somebody, a homeowner shot.
let's see if we can find it.
A homeowner shot and killed 3 people wearing masks outside.
Yeah, they're saying that's not how it was supposed to go. I mean, what else do you expect? I'll be waiting for answers in the comments. What else do you expect? My point is, you need to raise your kids better, because at this point we're running out of children. We're running out of children at this point. There's only 48 million of us as a community in the United States. Killing each other off is a lot easier. Feel free to drop your comments in the comment section. I'll be on here for another couple of minutes, trying to get your thoughts on these things. We have while we're doing that, we have we'll have a special guest tomorrow on the show. It's the father, one of the fathers of the kids that killed the young lady in Goldsboro, North Carolina yesterday. He'll be here tomorrow, so he can give us a little clarity on how he feels about the situation as a father and what he does, what he's doing moving forward. He'll be on here tomorrow, so come through about 8:50 tomorrow, and we'll have him on the show. He's on he's on West Coast time, so we had to kind of like map it out to where he can meet the time slot criteria. With that being said, this has been the Disrespected Fathers podcast show, and please tune in tomorrow. We have a very special show tomorrow. Please remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button as well.